All right, I'm hopping back on, and I guess I lost my boy Daniel, but from the UK. But to answer that question, he was saying, why does racism persist with so many different types of people who live in the U.S.? And I think it's because I think that people who've been in power are afraid to lose power because they're afraid of what that means, right? And frankly, that's bullshit. Like it's not. That's never gonna. Like you're not gonna. You're not gonna. We're not gonna go around and just start brutalizing people who've been in power just because you've been in power. You don't have to dominate other people to be powerful. You don't have to dominate other people to have a good life. Like, I don't need to make you poor for me to be rich. All right, so we're back. And look, guys, I got to run like 5, maybe 10 minutes, or I'm going to be late. But I am very happy that you guys have done this and jumped in, and it makes me so happy. Um, and I'm gonna say three more questions or comments, and then we're gonna go. So I love you guys. Thank you so much. You there? You there? Okay. Hello?
Hi, hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Sorry, it's just like 2 a.m. here.
Oh, no worries. Thanks for staying up. That's crazy. Thank you so much.
Can
Where are you?
oh
Oh, you're in Poland.
yeah, no, it's what?
Do you have a
I'm
question or a
sorry.
comment?
I just joined, but I don't know. I guess if do you think that if all racism just like disappeared, it was gonna be you know people were just gonna start love each other more or
I think that those two things are related. Yes, but I think it's the other way around. I think that we have to love each other more, and then racism will disappear. Right. So I have a theory called
yeah
the I am consciousness, which is about the three states of consciousness, right? So there's the I, the we, it's you and me, right? And everybody else is watching this, and everybody else in the world. That's the we. And then the it, which is the earth, the sky, the universe, everything, right? And if I can inject more love into the I first, then that gives me less room for hatred for you and them and these people. But I have love for me, like, and I respect myself, and I'm I delve into my own fears, and I am able to structure my life on love. That means I'm gonna love other people, and then that means I'm gonna love the ground that they're walking on, and the trees that they're next to, and the sky that they're under, and I'm gonna do everything I can to protect all three states of those consciousness, and I'm gonna do my best to inject more love into all three states of those consciousness. So I really do believe that racism can be ended with loving yourself more. I really do. I think it's a really flimsy ideology.
yeah I believe
Yeah.
that too and I like it
Well,
too.
that means that if there's two of us, maybe there's 200 of us, and if there's 200 of us, maybe there's 2 million of us, and if there's 2 million of us, maybe there's 2 billion of us, and that's enough.
Okay,
We just got to keep talking about it. Thank you so much for your question. I appreciate it.
thank you too.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Two more guys, and then I got to run. Mama Sao. Mama Sai, Mama Sai, Mama Kusa. I think that's your name, right? Mama Sai, Mama, 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 Mama. Are you there?
Can you hear?
Yeah. How you
Yeah.
doing?
Good and you. I'm sorry, it's gonna be black because I'm in France and it's almost 1 a.m. So
No worries. Thank you for staying up. I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me. Thank you.
no, it's normal. So I wanted to talk to you about something because I'm living in Paris, but I'm originally from Senegal.
Okay.
And I don't know if you have heard, we have the island called Gorée. And
Yeah.
this is where all of the slaves actually came from to go to the US and other countries. So I wanted to know if you learned from the African perspective, not from the Black American perspective. I don't know much about it, so I don't want to speculate and and say wrong things. But for example, my parents are from a small village, and my mom told me some stories about my grandparents. And what she explained is that the families were so poor in the countryside that they would sell their children to the people in the city, and then you would have some bad, people, black people who would accept to trade, to work with those white people and trade them for the US, etc. So I don't know if you have heard this side of the story.
Yeah, I know a lot about the business and the industry of the slave trade. My parents taught me all about it. And it's not, here's the thing. People can divide it up into racial lines if they like, but it's not really a racial thing. It's a greed thing. It's a money thing, right? It's all about money,
Yes.
right? So they don't care. They didn't care what color the slaves were. They just, or what country they were from or what their culture was. They just wanted free labor.
So
And
true, yeah.
so what you had is the American slave trade, the transatlantic slave trade, as it's called, was mainly perpetuated by a company called the Dutch East India Company. And the Dutch East India Company started like in 1503, 1501, if I'm not mistaken, and it was in operation until 1799. And this company was 200 years old, and it was one of the most successful companies in the world. And it was publicly traded, which means it was on the stock market. And a lot of people,
That's crazy.
yeah, a lot of people bought stock into this company that went to countries and kidnapped people, or paid very low prices for very poor people. And many of this was commissioned by the governments of Portugal, Spain, Holland, Italy, Britain, but also African kingdoms.
Yeah,
And
that's the
African
crazy part.
and chieftains of different tribes. And 9 times out of 10, it was in Africa. It was the king's, it was a rival faction that the king didn't like, right? And he would say, okay, go over there. You can use our trade routes, and you can use our roads, and I'll give you some soldiers, and you guys give me a bunch of money, and you guys can take this whole village because I don't like these people.
Yeah.
And I don't
It's all about money.
Yeah, I don't like their religion. I don't like. So it became this thing of like, how do we get rid of people I don't like, right? Like, how do I get rid of the person in my neighborhood? And it's very similar to what happened to some of the people at Guantanamo, like where, the U.S. went into Iraq and we were like, okay, we're the terrorists, and people were like, that dude, that dude, and that guy, and that guy, and that guy. And it turns out some of these guys just owed somebody else money, and they hated them, right?
Yeah.
So the problem is not race. The problem is human greed, and what we're willing to do.
Exactly. Yeah.
What we're willing to do to each other, to profit, and that's a consciousness level thing. It's not like I think we can fix greed and racism. Once again, I think all within the same spectrum, which is showing yourself more love and finding the things that are more important in life than having a nice car, a nice house, or this and that, so on and so forth. Yeah, all these things are great. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love those things, but not at the expense of somebody else's life.
Definitely, yeah.
If we're thinking that way, then we're never going to get over this, right?
Yeah, we don't. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for your question. I really appreciate it.
Hey, thank you so much, and keep doing what you do. Great.
Thank you very much. All right. All right, so last one, guys. Last one, guys. And then I gotta go. Somebody asked, how do you achieve more self-love at the macro level? Tell yourself every day how much you love you. True. Hey, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Very well. How you doing? Where you from?
I'm good. Huh?
Where you from?
I'm a Jordanian. I'm American Jordanian.
Okay, cool. Like where are you in the country?
Right now, I'm in the U.S.
Okay, cool. Do you have a question or a comment?
Not really.
Okay.
But like, we're like on this topic right now in school about slavery and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like really different from Jordan.
Yeah, well, the U.S. Slave industry was the largest slave industry in the history of mankind, other than ancient Egypt.
We had it like slavery like 16 years after Jesus' death, but like we ended it by like making a law that if a slave can buy himself, he can be freed. Like if he can pay enough money like to buy himself, he can be free and live his own life.
Well, that is a very sad law to have to implement, but it's a better system than what we had.
Yeah.
But good luck in school. I'm gonna open this up for questions or comments. Okay. I said good luck in school, but I'm gonna open this up for specific questions and comments. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. All right. I'll take one more. One last one. One last one. One last one. Boom. Okay. And then I really gotta go. I'm gonna be late. I'm always late. That's not a race thing. That's not a race thing. Well, that didn't work out. All right. So one last one, and then that's it. Come on, Gabby. You declined. Wow. Okay. How you gonna ask me to join and then decline? That's kind of interesting. All right. I'm gonna try one last one. If this doesn't work, I gotta go. Wow. Okay. I hope this works. Hey, brother. How you doing?
Hey, what's up, man?
All the good things. How are you?
Hold on. I gotta turn the TV down. Watching the hockey game.
All right.
There we go. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm from Canada, by the way.
Oh, nice. I'm up here right now.
You're in Canada right now?
Yep.
Where at?
Vancouver. You?
Oh, I'm in Ontario.
Okay.
Other side of the country.
Yep. Other side.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have a question or a comment on the subject?
Actually, I just kind of got in here. I missed a lot of it, so
It's all good. All good.
I just like you on Supergirl. That's all.
Oh, thanks, man. I really appreciate that, dude. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, buddy. No problem.
All right. Well, thank you. Enjoy the hockey game.
What's up, man?
Yep. Take care.
Have a good one.
Yep.
Bye.
All right. Last one. This is All right, guys. Please have a question or a comment on the subject. If not, hey, how are you?
Hi. Hi, I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
I'm not really good at English. I'm Dutch, so it's
Ah,
like really weird.
goed je weer te zien, mooi meisje.
Oh my god, that's so nice.
Ah, good, yeah.
So my question is like, Dutch slavery was a thing like back in the day, and we had a lot of it, a lot about it on school. But what do you think of it? Like a lot of people in Holland think it's really wrong and racism and stuff, but there's still those people who think otherwise, and I'm like, why? Yeah, it's your own choice, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Well, I mean, I think the issue of race is very complex, right? And you guys have a lot of Surinamese people there, right? Or like Dutch Surinamese people there, and like, you know, every time I go to Holland, everybody starts speaking Dutch to me. This is how I know Dutch, right? Because I look like somebody who's from Holland. Like I could be Dutch. I'm
It
6
could
foot
be,
4.
yeah.
Yeah. So, and I could be, you know, born in Holland, and there's people who look like me there. So, I mean, I understand that there's a lot of thoughts on the matter about race. I get that. But there's only one thought on the matter about owning other people. It's wrong. Absolutely wrong. It doesn't matter if it made a company or a country or a family a lot of money. That doesn't matter. It's wrong. And I think Holland has done a really good job, actually, at acknowledging that they were wrong, at paying some sort of reparations to the Surinamese people in particular, providing, you know, just a lot of pathways for success for people of color there. I think you guys had a black woman, right? Prime Minister, am I wrong?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think you guys had
Could
like
be.
that like 3 or 4 years ago. And I've been very impressed with Holland and how race relations are there. So I think that you guys are a great example of how people can live in harmony. And you guys, you know, you guys set examples across the board in many ways. So God bless.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice to hear.
Don't give up. Don't give up.
Dankjewel.
Yeah. All right.
Well, by the way, I love you, so yeah, that's that.
Oh, thank you very much. Don't give up. I appreciate that. That means a lot.
Okay,
All right.
bye-bye.
Well, I love you too. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Good night. Bye. Okay, guys. I know I keep saying this, but I really do have to go. I got to go to an appointment at 5 o'clock. But thank you guys, everybody, for who participated in the. Okay. For everybody who participated in the live, I really appreciate it. It has been incredible, and I really appreciate the questions and the comments. And we should do this again sometime soon. And I promise you guys, I'm going to do a lot more lives. And yeah, but this has been great. And I hope that we can all show more love to ourselves, show more love to each other, and share more love with this planet, because we obviously need it. All right, I love you guys.